All right, today we're going to dive into something that's just, well, it's a wild ride. It's this incredible system that blends finance, cryptography, and some of the most beautiful mathematics I have ever seen. Seriously, let's just jump right in.
And right away, we get this clue. This one quote is the key to unlocking everything we're about to see. It's the central mystery, right? It tells us that what we're looking at on the surface isn't the real story. It looks like a game, but it's actually a message.
And this is our rabbit hole. Just take a second and look at it. What are we even seeing here? It's this amazing, almost cyberpunk-looking matrix, right? 81 unique symbols, all laid out in this perfect fractal pattern, a Sierpinski triangle. So what is it? Is it art? Some kind of weird code? Or could this possibly be a financial report? That's the big question.
So to even begin to crack this thing open, we have to learn its language. We need to figure out the alphabet. Because you got to understand, each one of those 81 glyphs, that's a letter in a brand new alphabet.
And here it is. This is our Rosetta Stone. Each one of those symbols is called a ternary tetragram. And what that really is, at its core, is just a super elegant way to visually compress data. Every single glyph is made of just 4 horizontal lines. That's it. But the magic is in how those lines can change.
Okay, so check this out. Each of those 4 lines can be in one of 3 possible states. A dotted line means 0. A line with a break in the middle, that's a 1. And a solid line, that's a 2. That's the whole system. Simple, right? 0, 1, 2.
So you might be asking, how does that get us to 81 symbols? Well, the math is it's beautiful. You've got 4 lines, and each of those lines has 3 possible states. So you just do the math. It's 3 to the power of 4. And what does that equal? Exactly 81 unique combinations. Not 80, not 82, 81, a complete alphabet.
Now, that number, 81, it is not an accident. It's the product of a really deep mathematical law that is the foundation for this entire system. A law that is built completely on the power of 3. And this is what gives the whole thing its absolutely mind-bending potential for growth.
In fact, the source material doesn't just call it a pattern, it calls it the wholly recursive triangle of infinite growth. I mean, that tells you something, right? There's this almost philosophical reverence for the mathematical elegance going on here. This thing was designed from the ground up to expand forever.
The engine driving all of this is something called base 3 balanced ternary logic. Now, our computers run on binary, 1s and 0s. This is totally different. It's a self-similar system built entirely on the number 3. Its prime root is visualized as a triforce, one triangle that spawns 3 more, which each spawn 3 more and on and on and on. This is the engine of its incredible recursive growth.
And you can see that expansion right here. The system starts with 1, the prime root. By the time you get to level 4, that's 3 to the 4th, you get the 81 glyphs in the matrix we saw. But it doesn't stop there, oh no. The very next level explodes to 243 symbols. The one after that, 729. This system doesn't just grow, it literally vibrates at the frequency of infinite scaling potential.
Okay, so we've got this insane alphabet. We've got the math for infinite growth. But where's the actual data coming from? What's being written in this language? Well, the answer comes from something called deterministic tournaments. So these are, for all intents and purposes, financial investment games. They're structured in tiers, you can see them here, with different buy-ins and prize pools. But the most important word on this slide is deterministic. The outcomes aren't random chance. They are predictable. They follow the exact same strict, base 3 mathematical rules we've been talking about. And that's what allows for predictable returns.
And this is where it gets really wild. This is the direct connection. The output of the game is mathematically precise. So, for example, a 14-round championship will always, and I mean always, produce exactly 36 match results. And those 36 results, when they're fed into the system, get encoded into a result code made of exactly 42 tetragrams. It's like a machine, You put gameplay in one end and a very specific, coded message comes out the other.
Okay, this is it. This is where we put all the pieces together. We've got a financial game that has predictable results, and we have a cryptographic language designed for infinite scale. So what happens when you smash those 2 things together? You get a system where finance literally is communication. Just follow the data for a second. First, you get the match results from the tournaments. Then, that base 3 engine we talked about gets to work encoding all those results.
After that, the data gets compressed down into our visual alphabet, the tetragram glyphs. And finally, those glyphs line up in a sequence to form hidden messages, embedded right there, inside the stream of financial data itself.
And this just lays it all out, the beautiful duality of this entire system. On one side, sure, it's an investment with a predictable return. But on the other side, it's cryptographic steganography, the art of hiding a message in plain sight. A tournament's outcome is also a 42-letter coded message. What looks like just an investment is, at the exact same time, a communication protocol. The two things are one and the same.
Which brings us to the final and kind of haunting question. We've just deconstructed the how, right? We've seen the mechanics of turning money and gameplay into a secret language, but we're left with the why. If this entire fractal financial system is also a message, what is it trying to say?